professional setup.
Boys and girls. It is professional.
Boys and girls. Yeah, with my ass facing the camera. It's either your ass or your belly as you adjust things. Look at all.
I'm still waiting for us to show up.
Running area here.
Waiting. Now we're live.
I just want to see.
How do we turn?
It's like a smidge.
We get it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we're getting today. That's good. Yeah, it's just this little bit.
It's not good.
It's okay. Yeah, I really like this. I don't know.
I think we should take a screenshot of how nice it looks now, and then at the end.
Okay, go ahead. You know how to do that on the keyboard?
But it's got my belly in it. Oh, wait, I can do what you do. One sec.
I can do anything you can do. I can
Ready?
do better. I can
Smile,
do
you're in the
anything
screen.
better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't.
There you
yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. All the viewers at home. Annie, get your gun.
Hey,
Annie, okay? That's the song from the musical. Qui ça là? Qui ça là? Say Trish. Say, oh, Pat. Yeah. Right on. Hey, stranger. Hey, Penny. Your code name is Penny. What was the lady on James Bond?
what? I was thinking Inspector Gadget. That was
No. His secretary? Miss Moneypenny?
Not sure.
Trish will know. I'm putting my shoes on.
Are you?
Come. Because I don't really want to wear them today, but I gotta wear them. I should have wore them for the circuit on Monday because I could pivots on the feet. So that's crazy, huh? For Christmas, I'm asking Santa for more of those lights.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is this not a little bit late?
No. Canada Post said that the letters are gonna get there. It's been a minute. Yeah, it has been a hot minute. You're right. But don't worry, today's a good workout. There's a concentrate. We talked about this on Monday because it was more concentration of legs with small muscle groups on Monday. So today we're going to hit a little bit more back chest. Circuit style, people are loving the all over training session. So 45 minutes, a little bit longer than we're normally used to. Just do what you can. We're going to start with a bent over row with the palm facing in. This way. Oh, I'm lying. It's palm facing forward. Yeah. Liar, liar, my pants are on fire. You ready?
Ready.
Cheryl got needling on her elbow and it's bruised.
Yeah. Elmo, they're cranky today.
They're cranky today.
I'm not cranky.
No, Cheryl's excited. It's 10 o'clock. Do you want to pick up some dumbbells? You start because I don't have a blip on this.
Oh.
Yeah. Palms face forward, bent over row. You guys can sit on your chairs if you want. We're going to do a 5 exercise 4 times circuit. 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds transition. 3, 2, 1, allons-y! Did you notice that the Holiday Hustle timer was green?
I
and red?
was just going to
It's
mention
palm
that.
forward, but thanks anyways. Okay. You just corrected me.
I know.
You just corrected me. Yeah. Okay. So this is a nice standard move just to kind of get things warmed up. We want you to sit back in your heels, right? So you're sitting into that rump roast. Somebody texted me from Timmins this week and was like, can I join the Hustle program? And I'm like, absolutely. Just subscribe. And they're like, I'm going to do today's program. And I was like,
don't start with Monday.
fill it up. I said, don't do that. I said, go to day 1.
Oh, yeah.
Go to day 1. Lunge, palm in row. So right foot forward, left foot back. So you're going to lunge, you're going to row, and then come back up. If that's too much, you can always just stay forward, fold, and just row in that position. Let me show you here. Right? So we're here. We're going to come on down, tip the hips, row, and then come back up. Right? So same thing. I want you to forward fold into the lunge. It's, well, unless your back is a bit cranky, but it's the same thing, right? Where we want to forward fold, so we're getting that angle on the lunge. So again, Every time we go into this, we will switch up legs. So you're only doing 2 lunges on the right, 2 lunges on the left. Okay, that sounds fair. Up and through. Okay, getting warm already. Getting warm. So yeah, so the consensus so far for those of us that have participated is everybody likes the 45 minutes. I'm just saying for what people have said so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with some 12s. This is a bicep curl to hammer curl. Okay, so when you do one bicep curl, you go into hammer curl. You doing 15s?
Yep.
Okay, shoulders back. So you do a bicep curl and then you set up into a hammer curl right there. People are loving the all over programs. So we're listening. We love it too. I do.
I love this.
I do. And I haven't noticed, I haven't tested my strength, but
Do not use Monday as a test.
oh gosh, this is special. So you want to make sure the elbows stay glued into the waist, right? Your chest is up, and I want you to pinch your shoulder blades in the back just to keep your chest expanded. We're going to go into a lateral raise to upright row on the next one. Your weights will be determined by the lateral raise. Again, I'm going to start with some 5s. So the lateral raise will have us lifting, and then the upright row, palm in, elbows nice and tall. Okay, so you can lift a lot more on an upright row than a lateral raise for the most part. So gauge it like you were just doing a lateral raise. Okay, so 2 moves in 1. Right on. We're gonna have another leg. Oh, I just spat. Well hydrated. We are gonna have a leg and a shoulder. Let me put it this way. On the next one, it is a squat to overhead press, but it's not how we normally do that stuff. We're not keeping the dumbbells at the sides. Yeah, this is warming up already.
Okay.
It's good.
Cheryl, you better not go down like you did on Monday, because then the viewers are gonna have questions. Okay, they're gonna have questions.
Nervous.
The next move is the dumbbells are actually in the center, but you're still in squat position. So you're gonna come on down, swing it like a kettlebell, bring it up, and overhead press. Have the dumbbells come back down, swing, transfer up into an overhead press. So that's the move. I did it with some 5 just so you could see kind of what was going on. Because again, we're trying to better the instruction on these things. So make sure that you are in squat position, that the heels are under hips. Toes are out just slightly from the heels. So this should be a little bit of a kicker to get your heart rate up. Okay, so again, inhale to exhale. It's like a little kettlebell swing using your hips and glutes. And then your shoulders. I like this one. I've been wanting to do this one for a little bit here. Okay, getting warm. Round 1 is done after this. We're gonna move into a bent over row, palm forward. And that'll be round 2. This is way better, eh?
Yeah.
5 minutes in.
This is like enjoyable. Okay.
I'm gonna try some 15s. Bent over row, palm forward. If you guys are finding it a little bit challenging, you can always go one side at a time. If your low back is tight, always take a seat. You can even take a knee. Let me go this way. Forward fold, palm forward. Oh yeah. Girls got some 20s. So feeling that contraction up at the top, right? So squeezing all that back muscle together. People are busy this week. Not many people have gotten to the Monday program yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they're feeling like the crunch of Christmas is next week. I think they might be feeling that. So try not to let your arms get pulled out of the sockets. So when you come on down, keep all that pressure and tension, rear shoulders, up and through. Right, okay, so the next one, I'm gonna match it up. Just so that both legs, yeah, I used 10s on the first one. Yeah. So left foot forward, right foot back. Okay, this is the one where the palms stay in. You guys are gonna lunge on the down, pull up to a row, and then come back up. Oh yeah, that feels great. Just by putting some mass on that first exercise, I can already feel the muscles are a little bit more engaged. So when you come down, you wanna make sure, again, the spine is straight. Right, if you are having a bit of a bobble issue, you can go wider with your feet. So you put a bigger space in between the two. or you can even just track yourself along a wall. Oh my Lord. My traps are feeling this. Right, making sure the shoulders stay down away from the ears, and then just move the shoulder blades in towards the spine, squeezing, and then up and through. Almost there. Oh, the glutes on that one. Bicep to hammer curl. I think I'll try some 20s. 1 and 2. Here we go. Ooh, those feel heavy. I'm gonna try some 15s. Yeah. Just when you pick them up, and I'm like, So let's just try this first. I have a feeling I can get there. It just may be on round 3 or 4. Inhale to exhale, right on. So a nice big twist at the top. Inhale to exhale, slow and controlled. And then we're stabilizing our cores. Tying up some programs here this week. We finished off our TAP series of rhythm Pilates.
We take the picture.
We didn't take the
Oh, we
picture.
didn't have a lot.
I already knew at that point, I know, because people were kind of heading out. We were missing Ryan. We did a donation on behalf of the participants to TAP. We were going to take a picture.
Yeah.
We didn't. Lateral raise to upright row. You guys remember this one? Gauge it on the lateral raise. If you don't want to go heavier, what you can do to make your lateral raises more manageable is turn them into a deeper angle and keeping the arms so extended. So if I'm doing this, it's a lot easier to move than doing this. So some options here. These 2 moves are always tough. We did get new pillows though.
Oh, so much better.
Oh, so much better. Oh, it's the little things.
Shoes, your bed, and your pillows
Oh,
are probably like 3 of the most important things
I think so.
for overall.
Yeah, the things that you spend the most time.
Yeah. As you put your shoes on. That's
I just
just
don't
think
like
really
them. I just don't like
No, but
shoes.
to
I
get
don't
like
like socks.
good shoes that fit your feet and support your posture and help your knees and your back as you age.
I do like my orthotics for that. Put those back down. This is the squat to swing to overhead press. On this one, I'm going to try some 15s. I'm not sure why I'm putting all my dumbbells back that you took out.
I was just thinking your
Feet shoulder width apart, toes out. So the dumbbells go into the center, right? You swing it using your hips and glutes, bring it up, and press. So again, this one, it's fun. I like these moves. I think people at home like these moves too. Making sure those knees go right out over your toes. Right on. I think the hard part is controlling the weight on the down. We want to make sure that our bodies aren't getting pulled too far forward and that you're using a flick of the hip, right? So you're going to pinch your booty up and through. People may be starting to come onto holidays too. We may get some pretty people. All of our people are pretty. Pretty good number of people next week. Up and through. I'm really enjoying that. Bent over row, palm forward. I'm going to stay with the 15s. So again, big breath in. Feels good to move though, right? It's so hard to get the engine going, but once you do a couple rounds of it, you're like, yes. So again, you can alternate if you want. Go ahead. Pulling the dumbbell into hip. Squeezing the shoulder blade so your chest almost bouffons out. Right here. Inhale to exhale. The last of the children will be home on Sunday. The big man John is coming home at 10 p.m. So he's grinding out his exams. I'm sure people probably have some kids home already. Up and through. So again, making sure your neck stays relaxed and just going for a nice squeeze at the top. Really making that back hold the muscle at that high position. Ooh, I want one more. Okay, I'm gonna keep these guys. Right foot forward, left foot back. Moving into the lunge. You're gonna have to needle you again next week. Stay on those elbows. Yeah. Well, there's some trauma there too. It's even bruised. Okay? So come on down, pull it up and through, and then back it up. So again, we're always trying to bring in a couple muscle groups in these all over programs. There are so many ways to combine stuff. Tomorrow's going to be fun because we get creative. We have core And we have some moves that are gonna get your heart rates up. Squeeze. So again, this is round 3, right? On rounds 1 and 3, we have right foot forward, left foot back. Make sure that both arms are heaving and hauling and pulling the same height. I can always feel my left knees a little bit more encouragement, stepping up and through. I'm gonna keep these guys here. Lateral raise. Oh no, sorry, bicep to hammer curl. Lying. I think I'm gonna try the 20s. Bending up. Yeah, they still feel as heavy as I pick them up. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back for me. Cheryl going shoulder width apart. Curl it. And then hammer it. Right there. You got her. So again, stabilizing from the hip to the head and just twisting. Trish made Cheryl lasagna for her birthday. We will be eating lasagna for days to come, which really brings me joy. I know I could save it. I could bring it out on Christmas, but you know what? It's Christmas every day here at our house. Up and through. So again, it's all about the control. So much core strength while we're lifting these heavier weights. Now it's lateral raise to upright row. And it's all about form for me because those lateral raises were tough. Okay, I'm gonna try some 10s. Again, we can always bend the elbows if it gets a little bit too heavy. So we're gonna roll up through the shoulder and then elbows go tall. You got her. As that shoulder, I was getting adjusted yesterday and I kind of wincing, but it wasn't even like the twist. It was her putting a bit of pressure on my shoulder. And I was like, that shoulder's not happy right now. Up and through. So again, elbows on strings, up, and then rolling out of the shoulder, not from the hands. We know that with the holidays approaching, maybe the foods are getting a little bit different. The mind is kind of busy to prepare, that it's definitely harder to maybe want to come into these workouts. Okay, we hear ya. For us too, absolutely. We got a lot on the go. But we had like that 1 45-minute, right? Like it's still so, and again, you guys are the ones that are getting us here because I know squat, overhead press, gonna use some 20s. I know, I'm too wide with this. I know through this week, it's been hard for me to get into spins. It's been hard for me to get into coaching Pilates. It's been hard for me to coach my one-on-ones. And nothing's changed. And you know what I tell myself? Because like we show up. That's a rule here, right? We show up. Up and through. Because if everybody didn't show up, we'd be fucked. So we show up. And I knew it because yesterday I was prepping for Pilates. Last class of the TAP series. And I'm like, you know what? On those days, anti-row palm forward, those are the days where the classes are fucking awesome. And last night was fucking awesome. It was an awesome class. It was awesome. It was so fluid. Everybody hustled, palm forward. Last round, that means when we do our lunges, it'll be left foot, front forward. Inhale to exhale. Right, when we just maybe don't feel. And then you show up, and it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Some days, you know, when you're bopping around, you're like, I'm ready to kill it. And you show up and you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. Like Monday. No, Monday was good. It was well
I was
planned.
ready to go Monday. And I just was like, I feel better today than I did then.
Yeah, this
And
is
I was-
much more controlled, right? Monday required severe endurance. Left foot forward, right foot back. That was an endurance program, right? I don't even know if Monique did it yet. I'll see her when as I fall over, I'll see her when I do go to Timmins. I will see if she attempted that workout. Up and through. Right on. Because yeah, she's like our marker for insanity. I wonder how the Ottawa hockey team would have done with that workout. Probably good. I wonder. Because like you gotta train for the test, right? Because even though you're fit, like those long, they don't train in long bursts of endurance. They're very short, right? Hockey players are like, skate quickly, slow down. Skate quickly, slow down. Right there. Be interesting. I definitely know they would all do better than we did. I'm just wondering what their gauge would be on that. I'm gonna try those 20s again. Bicep curl to hammer curl. Definitely sweating at this point. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, or shoulder width apart like Cher. Chest up, elbows tight. Curl, and then hammer. So yeah, so one more class at Dandelion. And then we restart Dandelion January 9th, just because the kids go back on the 6th. Up through. So again, making sure that you're not taking in the muscles that you don't need to. Relaxing the neck, keeping everything engaged, but making sure you're not getting any pinches or pulls on this last series. We're gonna move into lateral raises with upright rows. On the next one, then squats up and through. So let's finish off these two. I'm gonna save the 10s on my laterals. Yeah, let's save the 10s. Ready to roll? Ready. Lateral to upright row. So again, through the shoulder and then elbows tall. So it's really both for the middle shoulder, and then we'll finish off with the squat to overhead press, right, with that little kind of kettlebell swing move. And then we're gonna take a minute, literally, because we gotta bring in our mats. And you guys are gonna do the same because we're gonna move to the floor after we're done this pocket. Through. So chest to triceps, feeling a little bit like our 5-day program on this second part. Well, we'll do some heavy chest and then do some triceps, and we just have to stay down on the mat. We do have push-ups in that series. Grab some 20s for this. So this is the swing to the overhead press. Bend the knees, got those bad boys. Okay, so feet hip or shoulder distance apart, dumbbells together, hips. Right, so you're not lifting your dumbbells. You're literally using a flick, and then that momentum, we're blurring, eh? We're just so quick. So it's a flick, and that's gonna help get those dumbbells above head too. So definitely able to move more on this overhead press because of that first move with your legs. So let's use it, get that heart rate up, a little bit of movement, a lot of bit of weight, little growls, and through. Okay, so don't feel rushed, because what we're gonna do is take a minute, we're gonna bring in our mats. And then what you're gonna wanna do is put your dumbbells or bands around yourself. Don't worry, lots of time. Okay, so you wanna have weights that are good for skull crushers, chest press, pec fly, and then we're either gonna do a push-up, or a plank at the end of this. I'm gonna bring in some 12s just in case for that skull crusher. So when we do these moves, it's nice, guys, girls, people, if you can put your dumbbells kind of one on each side before you start. It just makes it a little bit easier for the pickups. Not there yet. 20 seconds left. Just make sure you don't put them up where your elbows bend. Sometimes I catch myself. And then there's dumbbells. Chest press with elevated hip if you're able, okay? So I'm gonna start with some 25s. See how this feels. Put the dumbbells on your chest, roll down, hips go up. This is the one where we keep our palms facing forward. And really, if you can, full range of motion to 4. And then pushing through the heels feeling activation in your glutes, low back, hamstrings. If the high bridge is too much, Miss Moneypenny, then just keep yourself flat on the floor. Focus on the contraction at the top. Okay, so take a little bit of time as your arms go up. Find your chest, right? My arms are already vibrating a little bit here. Inhale to exhale, right? So if you miss moving some heavy weights, today's your day. Bring it down, and then we transition to pec fly. So pec fly, I wonder if I'm too close to the wall here. Pec fly is the one where we open up and then shut it back down. I'm definitely too close to the wall here. Cheryl's gonna get you started on this. I'm just gonna move my mat over. Right, so you have a soft bend in your elbow, you're gonna open her up. Yeah, and then shut her back down. And when you shut her back down, you can bring your dumbbells into a V formation or keep them parallel distance apart. There we go. Try some 15s here. So again, not too worried. We have 4 rounds on this. Make sure that everything feels cool. Ooh, I'm gonna operate in between dumbbells here. Ooh, yeah, perfect placement. My hands going right in between my dumbbells. So we're gonna inhale. As we exhale again, pushing those shoulder blades into the floor. You don't have to go super down to the floor. Drop it down. Yeah, I got a gnarly 2. Well, I got 3 reps in on that one. Moving into parallel press. I just have to get organized here. All right, parallel press has your elbows at the side of your body. You're gonna push up, so your hands again stay equal distance at the bottom as well as at the top. So this is another move. You just wanna make sure that your shoulders feel cool. I know if I'm not paying attention to my shoulders, sometimes they can get a little bit of grinding. So you have to really allow those elbows to fall down into the hips. Inhale on the down, exhale on the way up, or hold your breath. And then again, really, I know it's the same cue all the time, but what happens is the back starts to lift off at the edges. It's like peeling paint, right? Those shoulder blades start to edge up off the mat. Keep them down. Focus on trying to track those dumbbells. And then we're gonna move on to a skull crusher after this. Here we go. Okie dokes. So skull crusher, you can go 1 dumbbell or 2. If you wanna grab the ends, I think I'm gonna use 2. What are you using, Harold?
These.
Did you say these? These. Well, she's not being very helpful. We actually had somebody request early on that we talk about our weights. So we're gonna push our rear shoulders to the ground and then try not to move from there except from the elbows to the hands. There we go. 15s feel heavy. So I like to angle my arms a little bit further back so the dumbbells could clear my head. Gets a little bit more range of motion. Oh my gosh, this is a challenging one. After this, you can choose plank or push-ups. Okay, so whatever you guys want to do. Inhale to exhale to up. Those triceps are feeling a little bit from Monday. So push-ups, planks, knees, toes. Planks can happen on your elbows or on your hands as well. I try some push-ups today. So I'm gonna go on the outside portion of my mat, up to my toes. Again, make sure that you're not dipping your low back. So tuck your tailbone, squeeze your bum, and just go for it. Right on. So yeah, so a lot of people thought this 45, 3 days a week was manageable. Up and through.
We're really not missing the time.
No.
15 minutes overall, really, but it creds it in. We're already warmed up. We can do more, which is
I like the
fun.
variety. I like being able to bring 2 exercises into one. I think that, and again, it's just me, but I'm having a tough time. Change it over, chest press. I'm having a tough time trying to not be tired. Like it's like the fatigue is always there. It's so, it's different. Honestly, we're in bed at 9 o'clock. The alarm went off at like 5:40 today, which is, and we all know, chest press with elevated hips. Like in general, that's quite a bit of sleep. especially for people who have other responsibilities in the house, aka trying to keep other humans fed and all that stuff, right? And like honestly, I'm pretty sure I could go to bed at 9 and wake up around 7 or 8, and I would probably still be tired, right? So inhale to exhale. So 3 days a week right now. Drop it down, moving into pec fly. But like we're all individuals, right? So that's why it's nice to talk to other people where they're like, you know what? No, I feel good. Like I miss moving 5 days a week. Like I would like 5 days a week, 45 minutes every day. You know what I mean? Like it's, what are you guys feeling? Pec fly. Inhale to exhale to up and through. You got her. I know a good group of us too are doing this program, but then lots of people are doing like Pilates with us. So whether it's in real life or virtual. So it's like we're almost together really 4 days a week anyways. And it's concentrated.
And that's the beauty about this platform too, and the way we've been able to run it is I feel like I really don't feel like I got enough chest in this week.
Parallel.
There's a 30-minute chest program you can fire up from what we've done before.
Yeah, because we really are starting to get a little bit of a history, right?
Yeah, there's some content there now, which is nice.
Parallel press. Okay, so push that shoulder blade into the mat. Up and through. And down. You got her. I think we have to remember that we're humans, and like some of us as humans love repetition. So they've been doing a class for like 5 years now. It's the same class. They know what they're getting into. There are people like that. I remember at Good Life. So Good Life has pre-packaged classes, right? They use Les Mills and stuff like that. So like the spins they would do or the body pumps, bring it down, they were the same because it's like when you go to McDonald's in BC, Skull Crusher, you want to make sure the BC fries feel like they taste the same as the Ontario fries. So there's a lot of repetition, right? And it's a big program that these people have to learn. Up and through. So the participants actually get to know the programs as good as the coaches because there's a lot of repetition and people love that. I don't, personally. And that's just a personal thing. I need things to be consistent, meaning like I know I'm going to work out, but then I also need to know that it's not going to be the same. Because then like I know what I'm getting into. Up and through. And again, that's just for me, and that's not negative on anything else or any other program. Me as a coach. Up and through. Drop it down, and then we move into push up our plank, round 2. So you guys choose what you want. If you wanted to get up, you could still do those wall planks or even incline planks, right? Hands are always a little bit higher than the feet. Sometimes makes it a little bit more doable. Tuck the tailbone though, squeeze the glutes. And let's finish off round 2 of 4. So definitely getting that big muscle bite. The good thing about having more time is that we can still do the volume too, right? So those 30-minute classes, listen, 15 extra minutes, that's like half of the other program that we get to put more moves on. That adds up. Playing around with the time schemes in 45 minutes. We can get a lot of stuff done, right? We can make those big workouts. There we go. And then bring it through. And again, are we looking for overall health, wellness, more muscle mass over a long term, feeling strong? Yes. Well, this program will do that. Elevated hips, chest press, round 3. Inhale to exhale. right? So what are we training for? So Cheryl and Cheryl has a physical job. We both have physical jobs, just different physical. But we're more so training for like longevity, right? Ability to keep our house, right? Because the house is going to come with a lot more effort and work.
Uninjured,
Yeah,
big one.
yeah. And that's why like controlled movements, modifications, a lot of us are coming in with the same bumps and bruises right now, right? Back, shoulder, elbows. Bring that down. And just really coaching that control, right? Take that time, give you time to set up. Pectoral fly. My arms are starting to feel like they need a snack. Soft bend in the elbows, shoulders to the ground. We're gonna inhale, open it up. Exhale, pull it up and through. So again, the big thing with pec, make sure that you stay in control in the movement. Right, we're gonna inhale, opening it up. Exhale, drive the shoulders in towards the floor. And then again, run your dumbbells parallel or pick it up into a V. So we're gonna inhale, exhale, up and through. You got her. Almost there. This is round 3 of 4. A little bit more traditional on these moves, right? Where we're sitting and really being able to move some mass. So I think we're gonna feel a little bit of pec tomorrow. Drop the dumbbells down and then choose your poison on the push-up or plank.
What? Parallel press.
What's that?
You said push up or plank.
Oh, did I?
Parallel press.
Yeah, oh yeah. For some reason I thought we were at Skull Crusher for a second. I was daydreaming about stuff, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about chocolates. I was thinking about chocolates. Up and through. Inhale to exhale. Exact same thing. That's why I always tell other people to focus, because I'm actually telling myself to focus. So pectoral fly to parallel press to skull crushers. Maybe I don't want to do the skull crushers. Maybe that's what it is. I'm finding the skull crushers the hardest for me right now. Inhale to exhale. What are people's goals over the holidays? Movement wise, you guys gonna, well, I know up north has snow. There's like no snow here. Up and through. And bring it down. You know what I'm feeling right now with these big dumbbells? It's the pressure in the palms there. Yeah. Yeah. And they dig into the palm. This is the skull crusher, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna move my pinky fingers up to the top of the dumbbells, bring them together, angle them back, and then bend and extend. Ooh, Carol, are you vibrating over there? Yeah. Okay, yeah. On that extension, when my arms go super straight, that's okay. That just means you're getting a good range of motion. Ta-dunk. My shoulders are feeling this from trying to stabilize so the arms are not moving forward and back. The depth is tough to get that extension. Ooh, those are,
Oh my god.
the skull crushers are the worst for me, man. I can just feel me disintegrating every round that I get to, which is perfect.
All right.
You ready to roll? Yeah. Okay. Plank or push-ups, a little under 10 seconds to get set up, right? Tuck those tailbones, even if you're doing a plank. And let's go for round 3. One day we'll have to try an hour, not today. Do we tell them what January is going to be, or do we keep it a surprise? Keep it a surprise. Okay. Up and through. Just focusing on moving my own self right now. It's that last little kick. The body is so used to 30 minutes at this point. It's that last 15 minutes that really asks you to push a little harder. Bring on. Oh, nutty. Chest press. Elevated hips. Come here. So we're gonna put those dumbbells on our bodies. Stretching up my fingers a little bit here. Push the low back to floor. High bridge. Dumbbells off, shoulders in place. last round. So just be mindful of everything right now. Make sure that your shoulders feel healthy. Make sure you have good grip on those dumbbells, coming right to center chest. Finding the contraction. Okay. It doesn't burn. It just feels like there's no fuel again in the tank. Like things are just hard to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Energy stores are
Yes.
depleted a little bit.
Drop them down in control, up and through. Pectoral. Pectoral. Oh, you got one of my hairs on you. Take that off. It's very shiny. I would call it blonde, but I think it's gray. Okay. 15s. Arms will go up. Shoulder blades go into floor. Soft bend in the elbows. Oh my gosh, my arms just went woo. So again, find that flex in that center chest at the top. Right, bring the contraction down to the chest. It's not the hands. Chest opens up, chest shuts down. Make sure your depth is controlled. You don't want to lose your arm and go too far back on this. Again, I've said it from the get-go on this one. This is a dangerous exercise because it can really overstretch the shoulder. Right there. Okie dokes. Parallel press. Won't forget about it this time. I grab some 25s. Lots of grip going on today.
Oh, yeah, 4.
Oh my gosh. Oh, your bicep needs popping. Okay, so let's again push our shoulders into the floor, keep our elbows at our waist, press it up, and then allow the elbows to fall down to hips and down the floor. Okay, that's gonna keep your shoulders onto the ground. I need to really push my shoulder blade in. If I let that shoulder start to move around, it sounds like gravel in there. So
The armpit hurts.
your armpit?
Yeah, every time I go down,
Oh, you're getting
I'm getting the armpit.
you're getting sweaty sweats. Inhale. My Lord, come on, Peters. Elbows to floor. How are you guys doing? I haven't heard from Boss all week.
Monday got her.
Oh my Lord. We didn't lose any subscribers. We're up to 260 after that workout. So we actually got 3 people. Thank you, baby Jesus. Skull crushers, 15s. Going 20s?
I did it last time.
Yikes.
Do it.
You're fired. You haven't lost any strength. Stabilize, up and through. Inhale to exhale. Right on. So yeah, so our goal is to, well, Harold, next week is the last week on this,
I know.
right?
Hard to believe.
January will be here before we know it.
We're surrounded by Christmas. We'll do Monday, then do a little Christmas, and then back at it. Everybody's gonna be like, "How do you eat exercise?"
Yeah, and just take a break from all of like the debauchery of the holidays. A lot of people, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on, and though even though they enjoy it, it's still very stressful for people too. So it's kind of like you get a little bit, but then you give a lot of it. So it's always nice to take that time and actually give a little time to yourself, right? Take a break from it all. Last round, tuck the tailbone and push-ups. And then we're gonna move into some stretching. If you guys wanna stand up for the stretching component, you can. I'm gonna stay on the mat. I'm gonna stay on the mat. We're gonna do a little bit of chest opener, some shoulders, some triceps, a little bit of a back stretch, up and through. I do like to give a little bit more time to the stretching as well, even if it's a couple more minutes. Because man, we really rush through stretching on that 30 minutes. Less than 10. Well, let's go. Right there. One more. Okay, so you can go into child pose from here. Whew. Knees apart, toes together. Just sink the head down. Allowing the belly to fall to floor. You can go as wide as you want with your knees. I am just going to turn off the beep, just so you don't have to listen to it.
while we're chillaxing here. You can shift from side to side, try to open up the low back a little bit. You got it. Guys, if you want to stay in the stretches for longer, you can. I am just going to cue us though when you're ready to push up through your palms. Don't trust your arms. Right, so again, you can stand if you want. Do some shoulder rollbacks. If you can't do a rollback, just pull your chest open. You can even put your hands behind your back. Arms go down between your buttocks. Yeah, there we go. Look, you're dancing.
Yeah. My thanks.
You got that blank stare.
Yeah, I am like staring.
She'll be okay, guys. It's okay. Right arm up, behind head or in front, and just a little bit of a tug. So try and keep your chin out of your chest if you can. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Protein shakes, I hope they're in the blender, ready to roll at your house. We're going to release, left arm up, behind the head or in front. Just a little tug. Nothing crazy. They get us, eh? These 45. They get our energy. We're always quiet again. Yeah, we're not conditioned for this yet. I love it. Okay, so if you want to transition onto your booty, if you're standing, you can just do a forward fold. I just want you to, with the right arm, go over to the left toe, and then just kind of pull you around. If you are standing and you're able to do a forward fold, you're just reaching on the outside of your ankle. I know I said I wasn't going to stand, but sometimes I feel my words don't explain the moves enough. Then you can transition to the other side. So just getting a little bit of a twist, using your foot as an anchor, and then pulling that twist around and through the low back. So whether you're standing or seated, I want you to inhale, exhale, come to center, and then just slowly tuck your tailbone and then round your spine up. That's all we got time for. Oh, didn't even get dizzy. Nice. Wow, that's a bonus. Here, let's go over here. Okay, folks. It's been, okay, so Penny's "it's been a minute" comment is still there. How'd you guys do? Did you guys do okay? I feel calm. I feel chest was humbling. It was good. She just didn't even talk on these 45s anymore. Shoulder improving, was able to overhead press 15s today. That's good because Trisha's had like limited range of motion in there. Right on. Keep commenting. We're going to go sign off. We need to have a protein shake, do some errands, and I get to go to the dentist today. And like,
Yay.
I friggin' love the dentist. So hope you guys, yeah.
I'm so happy you get to go to the dentist.
Right? I know, me and my kids, we're like, dentists. So anyways, have a good day. We will see you tomorrow it's going to be a fun workout tomorrow. We'll get your heart rate going and work on your core. Later, Gators.